Hi everyone, in this video we're going to take a look at a game called Twilight Pioneers Dragon Arena by NetEase Games. Now I reviewed the game quite a long time ago. This is an ARKit game for iOS and I've decided to revisit it. Although it wasn't updated for quite some time, I've seen that the developer made some changes, so I decided to try it out again. I reviewed the game on October 3rd and on December 1st, the developer 2017 by the way, just so you know, the developer released an update, the new version update content, and it says new feature, naval battle. Instead of taking control over a dragon, you will be commanding a battleship. Your mission is to sink the opposing battleship while staying clear of the dragon attacks of the enemy. A few hits from a dragon is enough to have your boat sinking to the bottom of the ocean. And improvement to terrain interface improvement and other improvement to the controls in the Dragon Spirit Duel has been revamped. The control in the Dragon Spirit Duel has been improved to lower the threshold for new players. Now the developer also added a shield button, and there's a global leaderboards as well. Now as a player who already played the game, I think that things not just got easier, even got more confusing than before. And this is something that is very unfortunate because this is a beautiful, beautiful looking game in augmented reality. It only needs good controls to be something really great. I also think that the pace of game can also be improved, but look at this, look how beautiful it looks. The visual effects are just stunning, with the beautiful clouds hovering above this water aquarium, borderless water cube, beautiful effects, beautiful design. So look how this game looks outside. I mean, it's just stunning, it's just stunning. Look at those clouds, now take a closer look. How they now form into a big chunk of one big chunk cloud. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. Absolutely stunning. It's like having a cloud near you, just hovering above the game level. Just amazing. And when you combine everything together, including the environmental effects like the storm, and now it affects the water, and seeing the dragons hovering in the sky, something getting into the water and out of the water, everything just looks absolutely beautiful. Now, I actually was about to lose here. See, my health is very low compared to the opponents, but look at the opponents. It's gonna make a really wrong move. This is an AR opponent, by the way. There's only local multiplayer here. Oh, actually, there's online, but a quick play, but I wasn't able to find anyone. Like, look at this, look at this. It's just diving into the floor. That's it, I won. So everything I do here is just a single player, me doing the practice mode. There's a quick match, but again, I didn't find anybody to play against. If you have another friend that has the game, you can play against him in a local multiplayer. Create a room and invite him over, him or her. Now, this footage, for now I took all the videos, the gameplay videos near Osaka Castle. They're actually a very beautiful garden, little garden there, just with the view towards Osaka Castle with a little lake, as you can see. Really nice lake. It's kind of a pond. And I thought I was going to play there, and it's going to be like a really great atmosphere, and it really fits the game. Now, as you can see, they are all scattered around the level, inside the water, outside the water, in the air, and your goal is to try to collect those orbs, and this will charge up your weapon. Now I have a lightning bolt, as you can see, and then you can use the small button to lock on the enemy and try to deal damage using your weapons. There's also a shield that protects you, so in case the enemy attacks you, you can protect yourself. As you can see at the top, there are two health bars. Yours is the blue on the left, and your opponents is on the red on the right side. And there's the timer. When the timer reaches 0, the game ends, the round ends, and the person who has the highest health wins, unless you eliminated your enemy or one of you have went outside of the boundaries of the arena. In this case, the person who went outside the arena boundaries will lose. Now, in the previous vision, there was kind of a virtual joystick which you can use to control the dragon, and now it's kind of semi-automatic in a way. The controls are automated, but I think it was better if there was kind of cursor which you can use in order to manipulate the movement of the dragon while moving around the arena. And maybe control the distance with kind of a slider, so you know which how far you actually want the dragon to go. So we can control the Z-axis location as well as by moving forward, backward. You can also control the X, Y, and Z-axis, the point where you want your dragon to move. Although in some ways, creating movement of a character in a 3D space isn't something simple, and depends on the game you are developing. But I mean, automating things, in a game like this, just make it a bit uninteresting, because you want to have those manual controls. That's what will make the game more interesting and fun to play, in my opinion. Another option, which is I think even easier, is just making kind of a lock button where you have a cursor and then you can point on the items, and then you can just press a button, then you are locked on something. So for example, if there's an orb, you just aim towards the orb and you see kind of like glowing something that you know that you are locked on it, and then you press the button, you lock on this, and then the dragon is going to go there. And when you want to lock on the enemy's dragon, you can do this as well, and maybe increase in speed, pressing a button that just increase in speed when you're ready to attack, so you can close up the gap and attack the enemy. So I think this type of controls can be useful as well. Now, as you can see, dragons can fight in the water and outside of the water. I personally think that it will be great if if the dragon moves slowly in the water and faster while outside of the water, which this can be used as tactics. For example, if the enemy loads his weapon, you can just dive into the water and try to evade it and make it harder for the enemy to chase you. Now, as you can see, the game is as a relatively slow pace. You can see that dragons move quite slow. Looks nice in terms of visuals. And you've seen just the dragon floating in the air really slow. But again, it's not supposed to be a movie. It's supposed to be a game. And I think for a game, it would be better if it was a faster pace. I mean, even moving 2 times fast is good, I think, or at least having an option to increase the speed. Temporarily, just as before you decide to chase the enemy and attack the enemy. I think this would be a nice option. So I think in terms of game design, we should look at this like a flight simulator. But instead of having airplanes, right? You're gonna have dragons. You have dragons. So again, but this plays in augmented reality, yeah, in the 3D space. So I thought also in terms of controls, maybe having standard controls where you can actually control the plane. So you control it, we have two sticks on left side, right side. One is for controlling the orientation, the other one controlling the elevation. So this is another option because again, these are dragons, but you can see it as a simulator, a flight simulator in a way. So maybe if the developer is hearing this, maybe they should experiment with these types of controls as well. I mean, I tried it in other games, usually flight simulator games where you control an helicopter or an airplane, and it works really nice. Now, instead of having too many controls, because if you're already controlling left, right, and elevation, it can be confusing having another button. So I'm saying if the dragon locks on the other dragon, let it shoot automatically. All right? I mean, yeah, that's it. So I played many shooter games, and it's like that. Just reducing the amount of controls that you need to use, and you only need to make sure that you navigate your dragon correctly. And then if you are aligned with the other dragon, it will shoot any of the weapons that you equipped it, abilities, it will just use them automatically. Yeah, what you've seen here is me just going straight to the ground and losing. That happens, but because of the controls. Don't blame me. This is the second mod that was introduced. It's called a naval battle. Again, I found it to be very awkward and not that interesting. Again, you not shoot, you just get close to the ship, and the other dragons can attack the enemy's ship. Again, very not clear what to do here, and not interesting at all. So I think it's better just to focus to make sure that the first game is nailed correctly, then introducing a second game mode that it's not less confusing than the first one. Now, I don't know what to say. I was very disappointed. I came back to this game because I really liked what I've seen back then. It's only the game controls were so frustrating, and unfortunately, although the developer did try to make a change to this game to try to improve the controls, make it easier for players, especially new players, to play the game, actually I think that maybe it's not even better than before, maybe it's even worse. I don't know. Again, the thing is that this just ruined the game, unfortunately, and I see a potential here. This is one of those ARKit games I remember trying that I was so excited because of the visuals. The visuals are stunning, but again, this is not enough. Having great visuals is never enough. You need to make sure that you nail the control to make the gameplay interesting, exciting, with a good pace. Also, you have quick play here. Nobody. I mean, very few people probably are playing the game. That's why I couldn't play. I tried to do quick play. I didn't find any player. And even if you play with another friend, I mean, those options are good. I mean, game modes is great, but make sure you nail the controls correctly. That effect there in the lava, in the volcano was brilliant. Again, in terms of visuals, it's just amazing. Also thinking about if this game was available for the Magic Leap 1, for example, mixed reality. This can be interesting as well, because then you have the controller which you can use to navigate the dragon. You just keep a distance between the dragon and the controller, and then you can just control the movement of the dragon with the controller itself. It should be much more intuitive. But again, I've mentioned a few ideas, 3 types of controls which the developer can use in order to make this game. Also, when you develop a game, you might also offer a few control alternatives to the game, not just go with one. Just offer a second one, so each player will choose the one that best fits as whatever they prefer to use. So as you can see, I spent quite a lot of time with this game. I don't know, I just enjoyed watching it, just watching the scene in the game. It's just so beautiful. I mean, it's like it was a movie for me, and the only thing missing is making sure that the controls are great and the gameplay is done correctly, so I can really enjoy this game. And I'm sure that once this is done, many people will jump in and play the game, because it's really unique. It's a unique game. Unfortunately, I don't see this coming, because it's been, let me see, the last update was on December 8, 2017, fixed some bugs in version 2.0.3, which is this version I'm playing right now. So I can't see this happening, but maybe I wish that these changes will be made and I'll be able to play this game and enjoy it alongside other people who love the idea of the game, love the visuals and everything, but just ranked it very low and said that they didn't like it. I read the comments. The control, most of them said the controls are confusing, and this is what is ruined the game for them. This is it. Thank you much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. More cool content is coming. I already shot many cool videos of many cool apps. I need to edit them, and then I'm going to upload them and share it with you. And this is it. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye everyone. Bye bye.